Ling. Too late, Ling.
It was the usual Sunday run. Get up at 6. Oh no, that's too late. Get up at 5, head to the running ground by 6. 2 hours, 8 o'clock, go home, have my breakfast. My friend and I went to our run, and 2 minutes into the run, I felt a sudden pain. It felt like one very large arm was squeezing my heart. I looked at my watch. 155? How did I go from 60 to 155 in 2 minutes? Ladies and gentlemen, my heart rate was going so fast I thought I was going to die. I slowed down. I checked. 140. There was no pain. And we finished the run on that day. A week later, J, K, and L, Shell, took the flight to Penang for our foodathon, meaning we go to eat a lot, and my half marathon. In Penang, we had a great time eating. And on the morning of the run, 4 a.m., bang, we started running. 5 minutes later, the pain came back. This time it felt like 2 very large arms were squeezing my heart. And then something very definitive and sure happened. I felt this numbness, tingling from my shoulder to my elbow to the tips of my left arm. In my mind, I thought, am I going to die? Did I just have a heart attack? Crazily at that moment, Carole King's old song came to me. It's too late, baby, yes, much too late. Though we did try to make it, something inside has died. And I thought I will die on that day in Penang. In cold sweat, as people running and sprinted past me. And I thought, should I stop? Or should I go on? My friend Jay had ran on for about a kilometer ahead. I looked around for first aid. I looked at my watch. It went from 155 to 150 to 140. I told myself, I'm going to make it. When we reached Flamingo Hotel, halfway point of the half marathon, I'm down to 140. I made the U-turn and I said, I will make this. I will finish my half marathon. But when we ended the race, I thought to myself, something is not right. I have very odd symptoms. Cold sweat, pain, numbness. I could have been one of the statistics of the #1 killer in Malaysia, a heart attack on that day. For the next 2 weeks, I met up with my cardiologist and we tried to find out what was wrong. I learned 3 things during my consultation with the cardiologist. First, a heart attack is the #1 killer. And very often, the cause of a heart attack is high cholesterol. How many of you here love your nasi lemak? Please put your hands up. You know the famous MasterChef story of the rendang chicken? Well, that's my favorite food as well. Cholesterol comes in many shapes and sizes. Of course, you might think it's all from your food. The problem lies that 70% of the cholesterol that we need, it's from our liver. And like it or not, we get that from our father and our mother. My father has high cholesterol, and hence I carried the genes to have high cholesterol. The second thing that I learned was hypertension or high blood pressure. When we flew back from Penang and the very next day at the cardiologist's office, The doctor took out her BP set, blood pressure set, and started measuring. She said, "You're 170, 120. Huh? The normal range is 120, 80. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 170, 120. I might as well die on that day." She said, "You have high blood pressure, eat this medicine." And I said, "Doc, I don't feel faintish. I have no headache. Your BP set must have a problem." She said, "No, it is high blood pressure." And the third thing that I learned was, food affects your life and your health. As much as I love to exercise 4 times a week, I love my food more. And that was one factor when my dietitian took out the food diary and said, "Don't eat this anymore, don't eat this anymore, please change." At the end of that episode, I went in for a procedure. I now have a stent in my heart because there was a blockage. Although I feel good on the outside, there was something wrong in the inside. Don't wait for too late, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that we may think and feel good, but something is happening inside of you. Stop and take a check. See if something is wrong. Stop and enjoy what's happening around you, but make sure your heart still pumps. Did I stop running after the half marathon that day? Did I stop running after the stent? I'm happy to say that I did my 5th half marathon after the stent last week at Standard Chartered. I clocked in at 3 hours and 40 minutes, too late for qualifying of 3 hours and 30 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not too late for you to stop and take a check of life, of health. It's not too late to find passion, as some of them have said. If you love running like I do, just keep running. It's not too late for anything you set your mind to. Remember, don't wait for too late. See your doctor, but don't wait for too late. Contest check.